the money. And so I just went into banks and all the investment, like, so, like, that's us. But they still got this, there'd be like the King of Kings. Who was like the guy, the top guy, like he's the guy, he's the king with the deed to the planet. Like all the money come down through him. Like Caesar or somebody. Like Rome or whoever the biggest emperor is. But they all fighting each other, but then they come up with this King of Kings thing. And so now what happens when he dies? See? Like all the money gonna go to his heir. All the money and power. And the bureaucracies and the systems that run everything, all the power is gonna fall down to him. Or her or whatever, because the system evolves. And so they set the system up, and it's like in the King's List in the Bible and all kind of other cultures. They got King's List, and it's like these are the kings that the power fell down to. But it's also, referencing future kings. Like they got the whole thing mapped out for particular families who will become who will have the King of Kings in the future. And like they all gotta wait for, like all the other royal families and bankers, like they're all waiting for that guy like to renegotiate all their loans for the eagle to shit. That's what they call, like, you get your paycheck, eagle shits on Friday. It's like the big royal paycheck, when the whole world, all the money, like the last note, like all the notes in the world all go back to like a particular bank, like the biggest bank, now it's like the Bank of International Settlements or some shit, like it's like a pyramid, and all the money underneath that, its value all goes back up to to that one bank or that one king before earlier. So I don't drink. Those are for a project. I wish I could still drink. It was fun. It's gonna be a wall of bottles with used like bricks with lights inside of them and designs. And this is gonna be a casino, an outdoor casino. So anyway, but see, when they changed to all this democracy stuff, they got rid of the kings. No kings, no kings. See? Oh, wow. That watermelon looked like, oh, no, it's not that. Anyway, so, yeah, but see, the code is still, like, the money still goes to the king, to the guy who's born that king, even though there's no more kings anymore. Like they changed the rules. They all came to an agreement and said, no more kings. And they say, well, we need, the king is the only one that can sign for the money, for the big pile, for the deed to the planet, so we can all, like, go to the next level. and then he's going to say, screw that, it's my money. Because they come up with a system like it's going to get divvied up anyway. But they don't like the kings. You know, the kings take it upon themselves to do things any way they want and fuck stuff up, or like nobody's ever happy with that, or sometimes they were, but so they say, you know, okay, well, we get rid of the kings. All right, well, what are you going to do about that? It's like, okay, well, the same royal families will have the same kid, but you don't tell him who he is and what he's going to get. And he goes through his life, and you just go, you know, like, he'll think he's a normal person. But everybody around him is like part of a cult. You know, that's like they all know, but he don't. And he just goes through his life, and when he comes of age, he winds up signing it all over without even knowing it. Without even knowing what he's doing. So that becomes the system. And that's what the story's about. I'm that guy. And today's the day. That's just, you know, it's you come of age at 666. And that's when you know, the big change happens. But it used to be the change of the crown. Now it's like life goes on, and nobody knows it's all behind the scenes. You know. But I know, because I figured it out. Because I pretended I didn't remember nothing from when I was a little kid. Because I was like a smart little kid. I was like, I don't know, I mean, I was like, the reason I didn't go along with them is because it's like, I was smarter than my dad and my mom. Like personally. Not like in school and shit. I mean, like school. But a smart person might not like school. What do you want to sit there and learn a bunch of dumb shit when you know more than the teacher? Maybe not about history and everything else, but you know more about how to make stuff. You know? Like how to put stuff together, how to figure, you know, like instinctual kind of shit. So we've been in this war for my whole life. And pretty much they can't kill me unless they can do it without, you know. But I can kill myself. I mean that's what they do. They drive a person to drinking. You know, they drive the guy. They beat him down in life with all the people around him. Any kind of way, the same way, you know, with women, with perfect, you know, if they can get you like interested in little boys or eating babies, or you know, if they can get something good on you, then you'll just sign it over anyway. And if they can't, they'll either wait and try to fool you. They don't like to do that, so well, you know, what they do is they'll try to get you dead. Try to let death find you without them, no trail back to them. Well, there's a bunch of rules. There's a bunch of stuff they can do to precipitate it. They just can't put the gun. You know, it's like there's specific rules. It's called like okay, on the dollar bill is "In God We Trust." God is gold. Like all the stories in the Bible and all the other mythologies and all that, they're all telling this story cryptically. You know, about the original Phoenicians and the building of civilization. You know, like creating the earth and mankind and all that. Well, I mean, they're not talking about creating the actual earth and evolution and all that. They're talking about we built all this stuff. We used to all be chimpanzees, and then we got smart and You know, a million years